Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This is a general reading for December 7th, 2022. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Also, make sure you check out the website crackedopen.com, the CRACKDOPEN.com. I will make sure that I put the description down below. Also, be sure to schedule your one-on-one call with me. Information will be down below, but I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. But let's get into today's reading, and it's starting off with the Two of Cups. All right, so we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, when in upright position, it means attraction, partnership, emotional bond, and a romantic connection. The interpretation of the Two of Cups. This card represents the emotional bond shared between two people. There is the potential of an enduring relationship with shared compassion, attraction, and the desire to support each other's goals. They can work toward a similar vision for the future together, okay? That is the Two of Cups. This card is not limited to romantic relationships, but can also represent platonic friendships and work-based partnerships. Come on, somebody. That is the Two of Cups. The reflection of this card. Remember, this is an intuitive reading. So the reflection of this card, what does an equal partnership mean to you? Write that down. What does an equal partnership mean to you? What aspects of life do you consider important to keep in balance with another person? That's question 2. Again, what aspects of life do you consider important to keep in balance with another person? Next, by retaining this, it requires us to constantly adjust as the pace of life changes. How can you communicate so that you can adapt and ensure that the attraction between you remains strong, solid as a rock? Okay, so how can you communicate so that you can adapt and ensure that the attraction between you remains strong? So the action behind this card, some ways that you can do that is to show that you care. Put the guard down and show that you care. Send a thoughtful message or a small gift. Because small gifts or small gestures of affection are often meaningful to others, and they can help nurture the relationship. Love can sometimes be taken for granted, okay? Love can be taken for granted, and everyone needs a reminder that they are seen and they are cherished. So once you show that you care, realign. As time marches forward, we change. But through commitment, you can maintain your relationship, okay? Consider what needs a little adjustment, what needs a little tweaking. Speaking to your partner before these imbalances become extreme can help avoid fights and resentments later on, okay? Check in with one another. This is the Two of Cups. This is the Two of Cups. Again, this card represents the emotional bond shared between two people. Not 3, 4, and 5. The emotional bond shared between two people. Okay? Let's get into the next card. Next, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so the Ace of Wands represent inspiration, ideas, creativity, vision, and new projects. Did I say it is a full moon today, ladies and gentlemen? There's a full moon tonight, and it's in Gemini. So the interpretation of the Ace of Wands, I just felt like I needed to get that out there. The interpretation of the Ace of Wands. The wands signify creativity and inspiration. And this ace represents the wellspring of creative vision. New ideas have strong potential to become reality, like a spark turning into a blazing flame. Wands channel power and open up possibilities, okay? But these flashes of inspirations are fleeting. And to turn ideas into reality, we must grasp the wand with confidence. We must grasp the wand with excitement. We must grasp the wand with enthusiasm, okay? So again, the Ace of Wands, inspiration, idea, grab that hole by the balls. Wands channel power and they open up possibilities. But these flashes of inspirations are fleeting. And to turn the ideas into reality, you must grasp the wand with confidence. With excitement and enthusiasm. The reflection of this card, Passion, motivation, and imagination flood you now. Have you had a sudden flash of inspiration? Have you had a sudden flash of inspiration, or was it a slow and steady buildup? What does it feel like in your body? Regardless of whether it is realistic, does an idea keep floating back to you? You just keep on. I'm sorry, wrong song, but that's the song that came up to my head. Yes, but regardless of whether it is realistic, does an idea keep floating? Does an idea keep popping back up on you? Does something keep nudging you to try? What could happen if you put doubts aside and work on realizing your vision? Questions. These are questions. What could happen if you put doubts aside and work on realizing your vision? The action behind this card is welcome in inspiration. Open your eyes to the possibilities. Look for practical examples of your vision, okay? Practical examples of your vision. Search for signs that point you in the right direction. Let inspiration come to you and obstacles may disappear. All the obstacles you see in your way, once you let inspiration come to you, those obstacles may disappear. Maybe a new friend can help you with your project. Perhaps a social media post can spark an idea. Whatever it is, follow the pull of creation. Creation. Once you welcome in inspiration, channel your energy. When you want to do something, run with it. Just go. Don't wait for nobody. When you want to do something, go. Just do it. Take one step at a time and see where it goes. Baby steps. Take one step at a time and see where it goes. Do some research and flesh out any unclear vision. So do some research or flesh out an unclear vision. Okay, so that is the Ace of Wands. Up next, we have the Four of Wands. So if the Ace of Wands do this, what is the Four of Wands giving? Okay, I'm not even going to pause. I'm just going to go ahead and get into the Four of Wands. Actually, I am going to pause. Be right back. The Four of Wands, ladies and gentlemen, the Four of Wands in upright position means fruition, celebration, returning home, relaxation, satisfaction, and community. Okay. Imagine what you could do with one wand, but we got four. Okay, so the Four of Wands, let's get into it. The interpretation of the Four of Wands. It says, following the fool's triumph in the three, she returns home to celebrate. She is welcomed by friends and family who are proud of her accomplishments. She has been successful. An important milestone was reached. Ooh-wee. There is comfort. There is comfort and I lost my train of thought. There is comfort here, and she feels supported. This card can also depict a wedding, a reunion, a birthday, or another happy occasion shared with loved ones, okay? The reflection of this card. What have you accomplished in your professional, personal, or romantic life lately? Okay? Question. Can you now rest? Can you enjoy this sense of stability and revel in your achievements? This card can also signal a homecoming. Question, where do you find your sense of home? What makes you feel at ease? What makes you feel safe? What makes you feel secure? Can a sense of home help you accomplish your goals? The action of this card is find comfort in home. Wherever home is, find comfort in home, whether it's relatives or your chosen family, whether it's your pets or romantic partners. We all have places and people that make us feel welcome and supported. Okay. Bask in the company of those who love you. Okay. Bask in the company of those who help you along your road of success. Okay. Bask in that company. It's not always just the family that we were born into or born with. Once you find comfort at home, take a break, go sit down, acknowledge the effort that it took to get here. Okay. It was probably not an easy fucking journey. Not even a little bit. But take a small break and gather your energy for whatever it is that you need to do next. Okay. And then once you do that, say thank you. Say thank you. This may be a good time to show some motherfucking gratitude, okay? For the people who have always made you feel at home. That is the Four of Wands, okay, ladies and gentlemen? And then up next, we have the Lovers. Okay, so the Lovers card means love, relationships, union, choices, commitment, duality, and lust. The Lover's card, the interpretation of the Lover's card represents pure, unconditional love. The relationship depicted here is one of trust, is one of affection, and it's one of balance. Each complements and empowers the other, okay? Making the greater whole better than the sum of parts. We're forced when we're together. I'm sorry, Neo popped in my head. I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. But we're a force when we're together, however it goes. I don't even know if he said I'm a move me by myself or I'm a movement by myself, but I'm all that shit. But I do know together we are a force. We are a force. Each complements. So relationships depicted here is one of trust, affection, and balance. Each complements and empowers the other, making the greater whole better than the sum of its parts. Alongside love, choices are also at the center of this card. Each of the lovers make a commitment and is choosing who they want to spend their life with. That is the interpretation of the Lovers card. The reflection of this card. The Lover's card can refer to anything, any strong relationship that you have in your life or your relationship, even with yourself. Okay. Who makes you feel cherished? Who makes you feel supported or even understood? Question. This card can also refer to a pledge being made. Okay. Such as the one the lovers are making to each other. Those commitments. What commitments should you be making to others or to yourself? So that is the Lover's card. That is the reflection of the card. And the action of this card is to analyze what love is. Analyze love. Analyze love. In our lives, we are bound to experience relationships that have both healthy and unhealthy dynamics. Okay. Think about your past relationships and compare the ones that have felt controlling or even stifling to those that truly feel fulfilling. Consider how you can use these comparisons to help you assess your current situation or to find a healthy, happy relationship in the future. Okay, so once you analyze what love is, make a damn commitment. Okay, once you figure out what love is for you, make a commitment. There are times when we need to buckle down and make some motherfucking decisions, okay? Now you must make choices. You must make choices and take a firmer stance. Commit to your path. Your path. Okay? So the action behind the Lover's card is to analyze love and make a commitment. Okay? These are the times where you need to buckle down and make some decisions. You must make choices and take a firmer stance because you have to commit to your path. You're not going to find the lover that you want to find if you are listening to what other people are saying, what love should be or what love is. You analyze that shit for yourself. And you can start analyzing it by thinking about your past relationships, whether they're friendships, situationships, partnerships. You had healthy and unhealthy relationships. So think about your past relationships and compare. Compare the ones that have felt controlling. Compare the ones that have felt stifling. And also compare the ones that filled you up, that made you feel guilt, that make you feel giddy inside. Consider how you can use those comparisons to help assess your current situation. So you can find a healthy relationship either now or in the future. So that is the Lover's card. Up next, we have the Queen of Wands. That is one of my favorite cards. If you have heard me, you heard me say, the Queen of Wands is one of my favorites. So we're going to get into the Queen of Wands in one moment. And I know you probably heard the Queen of Wands already, but hey, she keeps popping up and she is me. The Queen of Wands is cheerful extroverted. Y'all remember I was going back and forth with that extroverted. I'm like, I ain't extroverted. I'm introverted. But the more and more, the more and more I grow, I am extroverted. Okay. So the Queen of Wands is cheerful, extroverted, warm, fun, disorganized. I take it sensual and passionate. The interpretation of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands burns with bright, confident optimism and determination. She doesn't expect to be liked by anyone, okay? She doesn't expect to be liked by anyone. I take that back. It's not anyone. She doesn't expect to be liked by everyone. Because she expects to be liked by some folk. And people fuck with her, okay? So she doesn't expect to be liked by everyone. Ah, here we go. But regardless, she is a charming social butterfly. Knowing what she knowing the people that don't really rock with her. She doesn't expect to be liked by everyone. But regardless, she is a charming social butterfly. Her determination helps her to achieve her goals. Fully aware of the influence that she has. She loves being the center of attention. She has the power to spark great fires in other people. Okay. That is the interpretation of the Queen of Wands. And I'm sorry if you feel all this heat, you feel this passion, as I read this card, because I represent her. I am the Queen of Wands. And I must say, I do have the power to spark great fires in others. I am fully aware of my influence that I have. The only thing I was struggling with the Queen of Wands is that she loves being the center of attention. And it's like, I don't love being the center of attention, but I'm always in the center. So, goddamn it, I love it. Alexa Q, Jeezy. But the reflection of this card, this card challenges us to live every day to the fullest. Every motherfucking day. Live every day to the fullest and harness our personal power. Every soul has an inner light. Every soul. Every soul has an inner light. How do you let your light shine? Can you express who you are without any fear? Can you express who you are without any guilt? Can you express who you are without any shame? The more authentically we embody our true selves, the more we also appreciate the beauty of others. Okay? What is your unique beauty? The action of this card is celebrate your weird shit. Celebrate your quirks. Celebrate your quirks. Celebrate the things that stand you out from the rest. Enjoy what makes you you. Appreciate your strengths and your flaws, okay? They make you beautiful and they make you fucking unique. Do not censor yourself. Behave authentically. And I'm going to get into the divine beloved oracle deck, because the first card that I pulled from that was authenticity. I can be my true self. Celebrate your weird shit. Celebrate the shit that sets you apart, okay? Once you celebrate your quirks, connect with other motherfuckers just like you. Connect. Charisma is strong in this card, okay? So get out and enjoy yourself and the company of others. Your light and your warmth will brighten the world. Share your fucking fire, because I'm cold, okay? Share your fire, because I'm cold. Once you connect, explore your shadow self. This queen is a bright but volatile character, okay? It gets hot. She gets hot. She is fire. This queen is bright, okay? But it's also volatile. Celebrating her light as well as her shadow self, okay? There's no way this queen can do the things that she does without embracing or knowing the darkness inside of her, the shadow self. Explore the side of you. Explore the side of you that you hide from others. Explore the side of you that you hide from others, and what can happen when you're fully seen. Bada bing, bada boom. That is the Queen of Wands, okay? And then after that, we have the Sun. So the sun. The sun represents happiness, vitality, success, positivity, optimism, and radiance. The interpretation of the sun. In tarot, the sun is representative of light, right? It's the representative of radiance. It's the representative of life and warmth. It gives the full energy, okay? Because we don't be knowing, it gives the full energy. It gives the full strength, positivity, and charisma. We just talking about charisma with the Queen of Wands. The light of the sun shines on her, within her, and through her. She brightens the world with her energy and boundless optimism. With her heart full of love, with her heart full of confidence and gratitude, it is only natural for the fool to express her joy and others with the same joy. The reflection of this card, oh, the sun just warms me up. The reflection of this card, the energy of this card is vibrant. Okay? It's vibrant. It is a reminder that after each dark night, there comes a new day. This transformation is at the heart of the sun card, okay? That's why I always say winners don't last forever. Winners don't last forever. This transformation is at the heart of the sun card. Sacred and wonderful. Question: what does it feel like to be embraced by the sun's warmth? Man, oh man. What does it feel like to be embraced by the sun's warmth? Do you trust that light always returns after darkness? Do you trust it? Do you believe it? How does this make it easier to accept the night? Because it gets dark. It gets scary. But knowing that darkness don't last forever. Darkness does not last forever. The sun is a representative of light and life. Life. Okay? The action of this card is to find happiness. Consider what it is that you are doing when you are happiest. Think about what your happiness looks like and how it changes your outlook towards others. Once you define happiness, bring light. Bring light. Joy is a gift that is meant to be shared. Okay? So consider how you can let your light shine through to others. Think about ways that you can bring joy, whether it's by doing a favor or giving a small gift. Remember the first card? It was the Two of Cups. Just a small gesture. Even people that come to the cookouts, they brought the plates, they brought the napkins, or they brought the sodas because they maybe can't cook, or that's maybe that's all they have. Like, think about ways that you can just bring joy, whether it's by just doing a favor or just giving a small gift. Explore what it feels like to be able to give. Because once you explore what it's like to be able to give, you will be able to see how it feels to receive. Because God damn it, you give, we give. But explore what it feels like to be able to give. Just like the sun. Just like the sun. It gives. It gives the full energy. It gives it strength, positivity, and charisma. So give a small gift. Do a favor, something small. Bring your light. Explore what it feels like to be able to give. And once you do that, play, goddammit. Play. Challenge yourself to do something every day that serves no purpose other than giving you pure enjoyment. So that is the sun. Oh, Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. All right, next card. All right, so I told y'all this was wand. We in the book of wands. So we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is inspirational, honorable, hot-tempered, decisive, visionary, leader. That's what the King of Wands represent. So the interpretation of this card: the king transformed the fiery energy of the wands into creative action and inspiration. He is a natural born leader that can mobilize others. He has a quality that makes people believe in his ideas and encourages them to lend their support. Okay, help a brother out. Help a brother out. Help me, please. So he has the quality that makes people believe in his ideas, and he encourages them to lend their support. He ain't even asking, he encourages them to lend their support. Help me, I help you type thing. He is inspiring. He is capable. He is the big motherfucking picture. Okay? He is inspiring, capable, and big picture oriented. Okay? put that nigga on the flat screen. Put him on a big screen. Put him on a Megatron. Okay? Big picture. Big picture oriented. His ideas are grand and ambitious, and he pursues them with determination and drive. That is the interpretation of the King of Wands. The reflection of this card. What kind of leader are you? Question. What kind of leader are you? You may now be more persuasive and inspirational than usual. Here go that word again. Oh, I hate these words. It's charisma, but it's charismatic. Did I say that right? Charismatic? It says you may now be more charismatic, persuasive, and inspirational than usual. Do you wilt at the idea of being in charge, or do you take on the role proudly? How does a good leader direct others toward their vision? Question. How does a good leader direct others towards their vision? Do they lead by example? Do they lead with emotion? Or do they lead with a strong plan? How can you best direct those around you? The action of this card is envision the best possible circumstance. Give people something to believe in, okay? Give people something to believe in. This starts with finding your own passions and your own dreams, which, when communicated, can compel others. Allow yourself to be cracked open, ladies and gentlemen. Go shop the brand. This starts with finding your own passion, finding your own dreams, which, when communicated with others, can move frickin' mountains. When communicated, can compel others. Okay? So this starts with finding your own dreams, your own passion. So once you envision the best possible circumstance, take charge. Take charge. Sometimes leaderships mean believing in your own vision enough to take the first step. Fuck what everybody else think. Sometimes leadership means believing in your own vision. Believing in it so much. The other people, they'll come, but you're believing in your own vision so much that you go ahead and take them first steps. When others see this fearlessness and this determination, they will naturally follow. Naturally. You ain't got to grab their hand. You ain't got to drag them. You ain't got to tell them, come on 11 times. You ain't got to keep beeping the horn. You ain't got to keep fucking circling the block. When others see the fearlessness and determination, they will naturally follow. So take charge. And once you take charge, that's when you encourage and you motivate. You are king. I am king. You are queen. I am queen. Encourage and motivate. Encourage others to be the best versions of themselves so they can take your vision and run with it. And we say ashe. So that is that is the King of Wands. And then up next, we have the Four of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and get into the Four of Swords, but that may be a mistake. But I'm going to go ahead and read it and see if it resonates with the rest of this deck here. But after the Four of Swords, we have the Moon. So let's get into it. Okay, so after looking at the Four of Swords, it goes. The Four of Swords is rest, recuperation, retreat, healing, preparation, and sanctuary. The interpretation of this card. The fool knows that she cannot go further without time to retreat and recuperation. She has faced a lot of pressure. She has faced a lot of grief and sadness from a traumatic event or chronic stress. The Four of Swords is a time of healing. It's a time of self-protection, and it is a time for self-care. In the quiet of solitude, not isolation. In the quiet of solitude, she finds sanctuary. She must conserve and replenish her energy to prepare for what's next to come. Okay? The reflection of this card is stress arises from feeling that everything is urgent. Everything ain't urgent, okay? Which isn't always true. So stress arises from feelings that everything is urgent, which isn't always true. Everything isn't always urgent. What stresses are you facing, whether at home, at work, or anywhere else? What do you need to break from? What do you need a break from? Without awareness of how we deal with stress, our bodies can force us to take a break. Okay? Your body will say, go lay down. So your body will force you to take a break. Life is a marathon, it's not a sprint. How can you treat yourself more kindly and guard your energy? I love the ending of a reading. Okay? The action of this card. After this, we have the moon card, and then I'm going to get into the divine beloved deck. But I think I'm going to put that in a separate video. But I'll make sure to add a clip on the end of here. So again, back to the Four of Swords. The action of this card is to ask for help. Ask for help. If you're stressed about taking the break you need, find someone who can handle some of your responsibilities, okay? Remind yourself that you are not alone. Once you ask for help, identify the deadlines, what's important and what's not. Deadlines help you determine the actual time of something. It helps you determine the difference between, is it time sensitive? Is it an emergency? Is it less urgent? And it will encourage you to pace yourself. Okay. So identify deadlines, and the next action behind this card is to nourish yourself. Find space. We always taking up space. Find space. Find space in your busy little schedule and sit down somewhere. Sit down. Sit down and take care of yourself. Set down a weekly self-care routine. Whether that means taking a long bubble bath or walking through the woods, whether it's running, whether it's going to get a mani or a pedi, whether it's getting your hair done, block that time out just for yourself. So that is the Four of Swords. And then up next, we have the moon. All right, so the moon, 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 the moon. When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie, that's some way. I don't know if that's the words, but the moon, we have the moon. And I'm celebrating my quirks. This is one of my quirks. I'm goofy with it. Shit, if we gotta go through this, we gonna go through it being entertained, okay? It's nothing boring about my readings. There's nothing boring about what I do. So have fun. Have fun. And as we close this motherfucking reading, the moon is in full phases today. We have a full moon today. So tonight, imagination, fantasy, habits, instincts, unconscious, losing one's way is the moon. You see how I get all distracted? Yeah. Losing one's way. That's the meaning of this card. Imagination, fantasy, habits, instincts, unconscious, losing one's way. The interpretation of this moon, of the moon card. As the fool gazes at the moon's reflection on the surface of a lake, the line between the reflection and what is real becomes blurred. Our instincts and feelings affect the way that we perceive the world. What we see around us mirrors our internal landscape. The moon represents this mirror world of the internal, where our imagination thrives and our fantasies linger. The reflection of this moon card, when the moon is present, our perception is highly affected by our internal narratives. So be careful what it is that you're saying to yourself. When the moon is present, our perception is highly affected by our internal narrative. Is reading a situation in your relationships difficult because it activates subconscious triggers? So that's a question. Is reading a situation in your relationship difficult because it activates subconscious triggers? You will need a high awareness of your own character. It lights and it shadows, okay? It lights and it shadows. That moon shines just as bright as the damn sun sometimes. That moon get bright. But at the same time, it also has a shadow side. The moon can be illuminating, but don't get that shadow fucked up. In order to distinguish, in order to distinguish between fears that you've created and those that are not real. So you will need a high awareness of your own character. It lights and it shadows. In order to separate the fears that you created, okay? And the ones that are actually fucking real. So in order to figure out the differences between fears that you've created and those that are real. So you will need a high awareness, especially today, a high awareness of your own character. Who is it that you are? Light and dark, the light and the dark version of you, in order to separate the fears that you created and those that are actually real. The action of this card is to exercise and observe your fantasies. Take some time to daydream and consider what types of narratives show up in your imaginings. Perhaps you put yourself in the role of the damsel in distress. Or maybe you are a capable problem solver. Examine your desires, examine your motivations, and examine the roles of others in your daydreams. What roles are other people playing in your life as well? So exercise and observe your fantasies. Once you do that, examine your moods, okay? Examine your moods. Try and name your moods throughout the day. Observe how they color your interactions and reactions to the world around you, okay? Consider how your internal landscape shapes each day. So that is the moon card. That is the moon card. I'm going to end it there, but I will go ahead and throw in the next video, which will be it's really short and sweet. It's from the Divine Beloved Oracle deck, okay? And we have authenticity, we have discernment, we have intuition, and we have clarity. So I'll get into that in the next video. And it's going to be short and sweet. Be sure that you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be sure to check out my Amazon registry. Anybody looking to donate, anybody looking to give, anybody looking for any one-on-ones with me, any personal readings. Again, these are intuitive readings. If it does not fit, do not make it fit. But if you want to connect with me on a one-on-one level, I do have my very own hotline. You can contact me one-on-one. Link will be in the description down below as well. You guys have a great night. Again, this is December 7th, 2022. Again, the moon is a full moon. I'm going to go set my crystals out. I'm going to charge them up, clear out your space, set your intentions, release the things that no longer serve you. Let them go, let them go, let them go. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you.